the bottom right-hand side from Root Gaming, it is going to be our blue Protoss player in this best of 5 Protoss versus Protoss. It is herO. Went 10-0 in his group, finishing in first place, and moved his way through Jim Rising somewhat easily in the playoff round as well. Again, he enters the lower bracket simply because that's where players from the group stages get seeded into. You do not get seeded into the winners bracket. That's only for the top 20 on OSC points throughout the year. As to the top left-hand side, our red Protoss player, it is Cyan. Chinese Protoss player that does a pretty good job and has been... He was on the up actually quite heavily for a while. Now he's maybe not as good as he was before. He's definitely having a bit more of a dip than he was kind of looking towards. So, yeah, kind of maybe not as good as he was. He really was looking as though he was going to be like the player to watch out for from China, and he had like a couple of really good events, top 4 or finals at NSL actually, if you guys remember that back in 2016, September 2016. He had the finals of the Neo Star League International. Lost there against Snoot in the finals, but it was kind of beyond that. Beyond that, we had the setup of Cyan then just sort of fallen off a little bit. He didn't start qualifying for WCS events. He didn't have a great time, and some bits and pieces started to happen. Yeah, again, he's been kind of pretty consistent online. He still shows moments of greatness, just not as dominant as he was in that sort of 3-4 month period where he really looked to be the next big player out of China. And you're seeing this probe currently nibbling away on the probe in the mineral line. Nothing too much going on just yet. What's up, Yaskel? Getting gifted a sub by Port. Thank you very much, Port, for the sub gift. Pushing us along to 450 subs. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Probe here from herO coming in towards the main and looking to see just what else he can do here over the next few moments. As you do have... Well, the early opens were already a little bit different here. It was Sentry Stalker out of Cyan and Double Stalker out of herO. Now, Sentry Stalker allows you to get hallucinations up. It allows you to get across the map and scout a lot. And then generally, therefore, you can build into some macro playstyles and stuff like that. So we're going to be seeing these couple of Stalkers already poking over, see what they can do. But in general, I mean, the setup here from Cyan is good enough. It's going to be safe enough to set up and to defend, basically. You can see the Twilight Council currently dropping on in here from Cyan, so that's going to be coming up over the next couple of moments. There's 3 Stalkers. Well, 3 is higher than 2, and oh, nice force field. Nearly grabbed that Stalker. In fact, it does help him get it. Cyan picks up the first kill of the game. Well, herO will go into a Stargate back at home. Cyan is already committing into the Twilight Council. Looks to be a fast blink out of him. Obviously, herO will likely go towards the Oracle here initially, unless he wants to play very safe and play in towards a Phoenix right away. That would be very safe, I think, and... well, it is going to be an Oracle. And just to see how well Cyan can defend this, with shield batteries now, Oracles are much more easily defended. A shield battery in a mineral line will completely stop one Oracle from doing any damage. But if there's 2 Oracles, then it can still pick off some workers here. As we're going to be seeing this army of herO. Just continue to set on up in the middle. And again, this is a best of 5, everybody. It's a best of 5 series in this PvP. herO pulling back in towards the center of the map at the moment with those few Stalkers. And there is actually a second Oracle already on the way out, and a Robo facility behind it. So going to play without the blink, but with the faster Robo, he will have much better access in towards something along the lines of Immortals, etc. Yeah, this from herO is a little bit weird. He's going to recall out, so maybe that was his plan all along. I was going to say, it was kind of a weird little push forwards. I was kind of like, well, what are you doing? But I guess with the recall, obviously, you can kind of do that. Oh my god. This is the first time I've seen this new Oracle skin in game. Oh my god, it looks, oh, what does it look like? It looks so weird. It always looks like a... I don't even know. It moves a little bit funny, I feel. Alright, well, a pretty interesting little skin there, as you can see. 1 probe going down so far. Oh my god, Stalkers are going to get it. So, first Oracle does die. Second Oracle never even got to join up with its buddy, as it will come in towards the middle of the map now and look to see what it can do next. So this Oracle comes over to the left side and will be moving in towards the natural expansion and try and do a little bit more. 1, 2, 3 workers already going down, 4 workers going down. Nicely done. As we actually see in the main base, a couple of adepts did get in, and well, if the shield battery is only 1 adept, will not do any further damage. As you're going to be seeing, only 6 workers killed. Shield batteries are pretty sick at defending probes, man. However, of course, when it was done, you know, initially some damage was getting done. 24 probes, 235 at the moment. Cyan in the worker deficit by quite a margin, but has a little bit more army supply. But that's where herO's Immortal, for example, comes into play. He's getting some shield batteries up as well at the front to help him defend this. Another Oracle across the map could get some damage done. Well, let's see how this works out. The Stalker's going to keep on pressing the front here. Going to be seeing these two Immortals firing away, and we're going to see the Stalkers here continue to fight as well. As we're going to be seeing them pushing them Stalkers back very simply and very easily. Oracle will come on in and will just be able to, well, fly by the initial. I guess because over here he knows there's going to be potential damage with the shield battery a bit to the right. Over here you just cannot actually kill a probe with just one Oracle, so you can still use that Oracle for map control, of course, and some other bits and pieces. We will see a shield battery getting taken down already, and this pylon continue to drop as well, taking some more hits. Immortals, though, in general, are going to be a little bit too powerful over time. And herO's still with a lot here. So we're going to be seeing two more Adepts again shading in towards the main base. And again, out of range of the shield battery. So this Adept is going to get an extra worker kill towards the end. 5 workers killed, and now Cyan is still 12 workers behind. Just 6.5 minutes in game. And herO, as long as he continues to defend, of course, is still looking pretty great. Gets into a Warp Prism. His own Twilight Council about to finish. I'd be surprised if he went Blink here. I'd imagine he'd go straight in towards Charge or Glaives, depending on what he wants to play the mid game with, and Charge is definitely the more common, the more popular choice of those two. And so Charge already coming on up as Stalker's blinking into the main base. Pylon goes down, the Robo's still powered, but 2 of the gates unpowered. Immortals will chase those Stalkers down, and okay, they'll be able to blink out without too many losses. A couple of Stalkers lost, but okay, I mean, they got a Pylon or so. There's a nice attempt by Cyan trying to make use of his blink to the maximum at the moment. Unfortunately, not filing too much. A couple of you guys asking about the stream stuttering. I think we have a couple of lag spikes here on the Korean server. So I think it's the game spiking, not the stream. So if you're spiking and not buffering, it probably is just the game. It seems to be getting a little bit better right now. So this was obviously addressed to something a couple of minutes ago. It looks as though it's getting a little bit better right now, as we will see the Warp Prism coming in and bringing those Immortals forwards to help fight. You need to be very careful that the Stalkers don't just blink underneath that Prism and kind of like kill it off instantly. As you're going to see, oh my god, he blinks there. There's almost like a bait blink where you wanted him to blink in so the Immortals were next to him. As you're going to see those Stalkers backing away to the right hand side. A few High Templar being added on as well now. And as the extra gateways come up from Cyan, he is taking the 3rd Nexus. In fact, he's already got the 3rd Nexus. But that obviously opens up very aggressively to, very easily to aggressive attacks off herO, who already has a good chunk of gateways up, and with the Warp Prism in play, an Immortal count, and Archons now, he has a lot to work with here as he gets set to push on forwards through the center. Union's pushing in towards the upper left. There's 2 more High Templar warping in, 5 more Zealots as well, and that charge upgrade still being chrono boosted out here by Cyan. 2 more gates coming up in the main base, and already the Oracle getting sniped down, but is the Oracle really enough of a pick-off here as the herO pushes on forwards? Well, he just straight up has more units in every way, shape, and form. There's no upgrade lead for Cyan. He has Blink, but he doesn't even have that many Stalkers to utilize the Blink upgrade with anymore. Obviously, he has the defender's advantage of the shield batteries, but even that is not really going to be enough to save him here, as herO does hit the timing to punish the faster 3rd Nexus, and just to punish the damage he's done by subscribing. And obviously beyond that, with donations and cheers, do not forget that you do have the Twitch Prime. You can subscribe for free, and it does go a long way to supporting the stream, as we are jumping into game number 2. And to the top left hand side, our blue Protoss player, it is herO from Root Gaming. Bottom right, our red Protoss player, it is Cyan. Down a game. Looking to see if he can bounce back. Then players in this series will play against Illusory in the next round of competition, and then they're going to be going into the same well, they are in the same section of the bracket as Soul, U-Thermal, and B-Lord. So I think herO is definitely a heavy favourite in this section of the bracket. And we'll see if he can continue on at least through the first stage of that. Some really cool matches starting to be set up in the lower rounds already. And also the upper rounds starting to kind of look a little bit cool as well. For example, the winner of Solar Snoop will play against Scarlet tomorrow. The winner of Future Bly will play against Neeb. A lot of cooler matches starting to get set up and rolling. I believe tomorrow we're going to be going through all the way through Losers Round 2. as well as the upper bracket rounds 2 and 3. So I believe that's tomorrow. It may not be 100% correct. There'll be some setups. As you do see the process here in game number 2 just getting ready to go. Again, we will have our... I guess we'll have our information on kind of what games get casted tomorrow. We'll get get some information on that hopefully by today, I suppose. Tomorrow's going to be some pretty cool games wherever we kind of cast on the bracket. Honestly, should be pretty sick in all reality, as we do see this probe from herO scan around in the main base, and we do see an adept just shading out in towards the middle of the map here for Cyan. Stargate from herO will start up in the main base, and we are going to be seeing the probe getting ready to throw down the Nexus in the next few moments. So, going to be able to expand right now. I'm just going to be seeing the probe from Cyan continue to come through the top side and look to see what else is going on. Two Adept's going to shit on top of this here, and obviously this is going to be a pretty bad adept for Cyan, so herO defends that easily. Just one adept from Cyan there, because the other one is still just down kind of the left side of the map. Not really sure why they're separated. Obviously, usually they kind of stick together. As you do see that shield battery on the way up from Cyan in the main base mineral line now, so just getting that up and going as well. Getting this underway. Never seen this probe skin before. Looks like they're burning the minerals. Yeah, it does a little bit. It's like, okay, we're gonna extract this one with pure heat, melt them down. As you see, a couple of depths do manage to shade in here, so depths from herO. 2 of them shade in, 2 of them actually get stuck at the front. We'll get 3 workers already. Meanwhile, there is 1 adept in the main base of herO that he has to deal with. Those adepts, 2 of them went down. Actually, 3 of them now going down. So 5 workers killed against 3. Now the Oracle from herO going to come across the map once again. Getting moving in the next moment or so. 2 Stalkers working its way through the Oracle here, and just on a poke and prod. Oracle will not find a chance just yet. Again, a shield battery on the side of the base, or the side of the mineral line, really does keep it very safe from Oracle play. As you are just going to be seeing our Oracle again, just sat at the front of the natural expansion robo facility, on the way up here from herO. Going to continue to move on along. We'll be finishing very shortly as we see the shield battery from herO coming down on the natural expansion as well. Stasis will again set up at the front, and we are going to be seeing the setup here. Cyan just continues to set up defensively on the natural. 2 Oracles still set, ready to maybe move on in. And 2 Oracles together can do so much more than just the one. Oh my god, these adepts commit. They're going to go for the probes here. The Oracle's kind of thinking about coming through. He gets 2 workers already. I mean, does he dive in the main at the same time? It would have been a great time to dive in the main as the Stalkers move towards the front, but I mean, 4 Stalkers still here and no real opportunity to do much. By the way, where is Cyan's tech? So delayed. No Twilight Council, Forge, Robo, anything, obviously. Sonic coming towards it now. Twilight Council and the Forge on the way up, but god, it took a little while, didn't it? It took a little while. As we're going to be seeing this adept is moving around over the right-hand side, and just going to be seeing the Stalkers again just poking away at the Oracles. Immortal will continue to come up in the main base. Going to be seeing it gathering in towards the low ground here. Again, 2 Oracles from herO. Still just moving around to see what else they can get up to, looking to see if they can pick up some extra kills. And just really keeping the map control. Not much else to talk about. I mean, again, the Twilight and Forge now coming into play for Cyan. Just get the Twilight, the charge and the +1 on the way up. So, I guess herO, I mean, he had the Robo up. He obviously went Stargate, so you're expecting his tech to be later. I'm just surprised that Cyan had 0 tech at all until that Twilight and Forge started here. As it stands, he will take the worker lead. Not the worker lead, but the tech lead in terms of the Twilight being a bit faster. He will take the upgrade lead too on the +1. So he's got a couple of leads to work with now, as we're going to be seeing those Oracles of herO backing away up this right side. We're going to be seeing the Temple Archives dropping down from Cyan as well. The Temple Archives will go a long way for him, helping out in terms of getting the Archons up nice and quick. It generally leads into aggressive attacks because you can get up the Archons to then start pushing. There might just be a way to safely get in towards the third base as well. There's currently no players going towards the third base, both of them just adding on the gateways on the 2 bases here. Both of them just interested in getting in towards a later stage of this game. It's Hallucination coming all the way over to the left-hand side here for Cyan. Going to be just trying to figure out what exactly herO does have. herO does have the couple of Immortals already up. That's one of the advantages he held in the last game. It's one that he will hold in this game as well. The Immortal count definitely is something that's very viable throughout the game, as herO takes the gold base now on the left-hand side. So he's going to be able to expand towards this gold, and we are going to be seeing in the meantime, again, those Oracles just getting to work, and yeah, just nicely done. Going to see another Immortal just popping out, and just going to be seeing the Warp Prism from herO. It's also going to be coming out in the next few moments and coming down towards the low ground. So Warp Prism going to be coming down here. Going to be seeing the +2 attack upgrade on the Forge being Chrono boosted away at still. And we are going to be seeing the Immortal going to be popping out as well. So Immortal pops out, and we are going to be seeing still the Stalkers joining up, moving to the low ground. Army supplies in favor of herO, but he is down in attack upgrade, right? So overall, kind of, I think both players are going to be kind of evened out in that regard. As we do just see again, 2 Oracles moving through the center and looking to see what they can do, where they can go in the next couple moments. I love the fact he's still got these alive. I mean, even if he just finds at some point later in the game an opportunity to dive the mineral line, it will be workers he can kill with this. So it's very nice as we're going to be seeing the Stasis Ward. Oh my god. That's 6 Stalkers, an Archon, and a Sentry caught in stasis. Yeah, herO is going to realize that this is a moment for him to attack, of course. I mean, one Sentry Force Field comes down, the Archon pops it, Guardian Shield comes in, and already herO pushing forwards. Will he push all the way forwards, or will he just look to jump on top of this army as it comes out of stasis? I mean, Cyan is looking to kind of fight as this stasis finishes, and he will be able to start pushing herO back. Remember, the +1 upgrade is there for him. herO doesn't have charge just yet either, which is maybe why he was delaying a little bit at first. Another big warp in of Zealots here, and they're going to be coming in closer to the fight than Cyan does, because he's warping in all the way back on his natural, and he is fighting quite far forwards at the moment. The Zealot's going to chase down, and already an Immortal going down here, and an Archon too. And all of the tech units from Cyan are starting to disappear. There's only an Immortal and an Archon left in this. The Stalkers as well now here as well, but they're not great as the game goes by, especially without the blink. They can't really add too much in. Nice lift up on this Immortal as herO did try to target fire it down. And +1 will help a lot for Cyan to kind of save him here, but herO still has the army supply lead with 8 more Zealots joining the fray at the front. Can he keep on pushing? Well, he might be able to get rid of this third Nexus. His own third Nexus coming down is on the gold, and so he will take an eco advantage from that alone. Gets rid of this pylon, and he will get rid of this Nexus now too, but man, you gotta remember, he's still fighting with an upgrade deficit. I say get rid of the Nexus, he's actually just gonna get the pylon and continue to back away here, continuing up this right hand side. Zealots will turn into fight once again. A couple more of those Zealots out of Cyan getting taken down here now. 4 Archons being added on currently from herO, so 4 Archons on the way up. You can see one Archon already leading the charge towards that Warp Prism. And a little bit of micro here and there. Zealot's going to charge on forwards, and we are going to be seeing these units out of herO. Doing a very good job. He's actually going to be targeting down the Prism, but not before the Zealots get to warp in. Oh my god, those Archons are so low. He still does have his own Warp Prism here to keep on microing, and this is becoming one heck of a micro. Well, look how low all these Archons are. In a moment, they're all going to disappear, but he has to keep his Immortals alive, and that's the issue right now. The Immortals go down in trade for those Archons in the end, and herO does end up backing away. Cyan holds his third Nexus. Man, the +2 attack upgrade is really just resounding right now in terms of how much it's adding into these fights. It's crazy that herO hasn't even thought about adding a Forge on until now. I mean, it's the way he's playing. He's playing aggressively. He's playing to end the game before upgrades really matter too much. But his failure to do so now does open up those opportunities. You can see from Cyan all the way over to the left side is going to be seeing the, well, a couple of workers getting picked away at here. So a couple of probes going down. Cyan continuing to pull back down to the south side. There's a couple of Adepts shading in towards this natural, or third base I should say. But Zealot's in position to push that back. Here's Warp Prism on the map, then he'll be looking to get a little bit more done, try and out-position his opponent perhaps. Loses a couple of probes. I'm not actually sure what to. I guess it was this poke that killed her before, and actually herO just picked up a couple of probes over here now that I was seeing in the tab. I was getting myself a little bit confused there. Doesn't take a lot when I'm on slow. Doesn't take a lot when I'm on low sleep. No, it really doesn't. So those are going to charge on in. These rocks are getting targeted down. A couple of High Templars start to warp in as well. I'm just going to be seeing the Zealots and Archons working their way against the rocks once again. Warp Prism to the top right is ready to warp in if the moment arrives. Just going to see rocks again getting picked away at here, and just going to be seeing the rocks disappearing. So rocks getting picked off right now. We're just going to be seeing again herO moving in towards the center of the map with Zealots, Immortals, and Archons. Again, 4 more Zealots to the upper right hand side, ready to charge in towards the gold base here. Zealot in the center of the map, gonna picked off as well. And again, there's Warp Prism right now from herO. Looking to see what else he can do, looking to see what else is next. Recalls back home because of the Warp Prism play into his main with a couple of Immortals as well. And obviously doesn't feel as though there's much point in having his other units out on the map if he's not going to be able to do much with them. Oh my god, he gets one of the Immortals too. That's a huge pickup. Meanwhile, his own Prism goes into the main base. He already warped in top right side as well. He has DTs also. So as cannons go down, oh my god, these DTs are having a field day. And he's going to start targeting down pylons and so on. He's going to start empowering gates. That's going to be huge. An Observer is here though. 2 DTs get away to the side. This DT will get picked off. It's left over here. Actually, these 2 DTs could dive for the pylon again, but maybe even just go into the natural may not be a terrible shot. As you are going to be seeing, this defense over here will be good enough. There's a lot of army supply for Cyan committed to that third base. Oh my god, herO's killed off 17 probes in this attack, and again, 2 of the DTs get out alive. This run-by gets out mostly alive. herO loses basically nothing to get so much done. He kills the gold base, and so Cyan's only on 3 bases, while herO stays up on 4. Absolutely crazy. Again, guys, I know the a couple of stutters here and there. It is just our connection to Korea. It doesn't affect the players. It seems to just be us. For some reason, our connection to Battle.net on Korea the last few days has been a little bit hip, you know, a little bit weird here and there. But hopefully it's not too terrible for you guys to watch. Hopefully it's somewhat enjoyable still. Yeah, it is a little bit stuttery. I can see it too, don't worry. But not much you can really do about it. I've been looking to see, but there really isn't any answer at the moment, as I can tell. Anyways, a few High Templar are going to be morphing into Archons here as well, as we do see pushing forward Cyan. Well, going out onto the map. Meanwhile, Zealots come back in towards the main base. A cannon helps to defend. And obviously a Prism here in general just means herO can warp in as much as he wants. He's maxed out, so realistically, I mean, you obviously have to be a little bit careful of the Warp Prism in the main base, which he is being. Warp Prism is going to get pushed away by the Phoenix. There's an entire army of Cyan coming across to the left-hand side. We've seen Zealots, Archons, and Immortals setting up to see what they can do next. So here we go, we're going to see these units starting to fight. I mean, it's a pretty good position for Cyan in the sense that herO's kind of a little bit stuck up the ramp, etc. But it looks as though it's going to turn into a fight where herO just kind of monster modes through. It doesn't matter about the upgrade advantage, it seems. Well, I guess it's the fight's not over just yet. We're going to be seeing this Phoenix herO actually lifts up a Stalker. Yeah, okay, herO is going to have enough. For a moment or two, I was like, well, supplies are getting closer. You know, things are starting to go down on either side, but it's going to be GG. And herO is going to take game number 2 of this best of 5 series. Alright, so herO picks up the second game of the series. He got this game to the bottom right hand side. It is herO. Up 2-0 now in this best of 5 series. Top left, our blue Protoss player on Catalyst is Cyan. Our Chinese Protoss player, let's see if he can bounce back and do something here. Thank you, Taco Stuff, for that tier 5 in the chat as well, by the way. Appreciate it. As we are currently coming up towards the 12-hour marker of this stream. Crazy. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in all the way through the night and through the day. After this, we only have 2 best of 5s remaining, so we are almost done for the day after this one. So, yeah, a little bit sad, but, well, there's been some great games, and obviously the best thing is we're back tomorrow with even more StarCraft. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Sounds pretty good, right? Sounds pretty freaking good. Well, a couple of Stalkers on the way up here from Cyan. Getting those ready to go. It's a couple of depths from herO, so we got a bit of a different setup here in each game. Oh, blocks the probe in. I wonder if he actually chases the probe down or if there's some sort of plan for him here. Generally, you wouldn't want to let this shield battery finish so early in the game. You're also pylon blocking his opponent's nexus, and he does indeed send the adepts in to pick off that probe. It makes sense, I guess, easy to do. As you will see, those adepts continuing to move towards the upper left-hand side. Wardy, how many hours do you work a week? You're always on. Do I not burn out? Not if the games are fun. I was actually just looking at this last night, and I think it was something like we've casted 2 days and 12 hours in the first over 7 days that we were streaming this month already. Just pretty insane. Obviously it was like the 10th or something. I think it's been 10 days in the month, but I was away for 3 days because of IEM qualifiers. So yeah, I streamed something like 60 hours in 7 days so far this month. Pretty mental. We're just going to keep on going for more, as we do have the couple of adepts from herO pulling on back towards the bottom right hand side. Reality is, if there's stuff to cast, we're going to cast it. I'm not really in a position where, I mean, I'm not really in the luxury of being able to give up events. If there's something to cast, you know, I should be there. I should be casting it because I'm trying to grow the stream. I'm trying to make casting in esports or casting full-time in StarCraft 2 a success. And to do that, you got to put in the hours. You can't just laze around. You can't just do kind of 1 tournament a day if there's 2 to cast. I wouldn't get anywhere if I did that. I wouldn't make enough money to survive, so cast as much as I can is my motto, more or less. As you will see, 2 adepts and 2 stalkers coming on forwards. The 2 adepts going to shade up in towards the main, as the stalker to the left side here going to be under fire, and we are going to be seen again picked away, and actually will go down. The block on the high ground, but I mean the adepts cancelled anyways. It's a nice early pickup, as we see once again, 3rd game in a row. herO goes for the Stargate into the robo follow-up. Meanwhile, Cyan will set up in towards the blink opening. It's just getting set up and ready for that here to continue onwards. A few stalkers in the middle from Cyan, actually going to find himself an adept right now. And again, that blink about to finish up, so you will take some map control of this. But the couple of oracles coming up the left-hand side, going to be able to jump in towards that mineral line in the next few moments. So here we go, the 2 oracles going to dive on in, and they are going to be able to pick off a couple of probes already. Well, they get 1 probe, and actually then has to be very careful. Stalker's about to have blink. This is going to be goodbye to at least 1 oracle, surely. Well, he doesn't blink. It was just not quite done in time to get close enough. So he doesn't reveal it, but I mean, I guess he should have. I mean, there's not really a reveal in this. It's kind of already known what it's going to be. Oracle will set up a stasis ward here to the top side. The probe, try and dodge around, does move out and then moves back in and gets caught here. And again, those stalkers continue to come through the top side. So now those oracles going to come back down the right. Wardy, can I get access to the subscriber Discord channel for the replays? If you guys want to access the subscriber Discord channel for the 550 plus replay pack from December, and also over 200 replays coming at you in the next few days after the OSC Championship, basically once you go on Discord, once you're in the Discord channel, you go to your settings and you go to integrations, link your Twitch account with Discord, and after about an hour or so the server will resync and you'll then be set as a subscriber, and then you'll be able to access the sub channel. If you need any help with it, message me after the stream. I'll be happy to help out further and to get you your replays. Immortal Stalker sentries gathering up at the front at the moment, as we are going to be seeing this observer coming in towards the main base. Cyan having a little bit of a scout around. Charge upgrade coming on through, the +1 attack upgrade as well. Some extra gates in the main base as well. Continue to set up into all of this right now, as we're going to be seeing a lot of units getting ready to roll. I see a couple of stalkers going through, and they do just pick off an observer up in the sky there, so that's a nice little pick off. Again, herO's just kind of really enjoying this kind of faster robo facility play with the Immortals going into the Temple Archives, and he really doesn't seem to bother himself with the +1 upgrade or into +2 or anything either. So that's pretty crazy here, as we're going to see that +1 attack upgrade currently being chrono boosted out. Just over halfway done at the moment, as we're going to be seeing 6 extra gates. Oops, the second Temple Archives is obviously not really necessary here for herO. Even build them next to each other. We'll see if he notices, or see if he accidentally does let the second one finish. Sometimes you realize the first one's finished and you're like, wait, didn't I just build that? And then you go and cancel. Sometimes you see it. Either way, just a little bit of a mistake here by herO, as we do see Cyan himself going into Templar Archives. And this game, Cyan in a worker lead, 6 workers up. He's taking that third next, as it looks as though if a Warp Prism on the way out, charge coming through, I mean, the extra gates finishing, all of this points towards herO really just going in towards a very aggressive attack in the very near future. Like, there's no way he just sits back here, down a base, of course. So herO will be getting aggressive very soon. Look at this. Line of stasis wards he'd set up. So Stalker's caught by a stasis ward already. I mean, that just gives him a lot of space to kind of back into, back away down the right-hand side. As you're going to be seeing again this entire army coming up. So he's going to be fighting with an upgrade deficit. The +1 is going to be in play for Cyan, and that's something which herO was able to overcome in previous games, in that game number 2 on Odyssey. The upgrades in the end didn't seem to matter too much. Oracle's going to the left-hand side, even just pulling 4 Stalkers out of position. There's 4 less Stalkers in this fight, and really, Cyan needs everything he can get in position right now. Because already, I mean, a shield battery going to get picked off here. And herO's just going to put himself in towards the mineral line. Extra Zealots warping in, another Archon too. Very patient play by herO. Hold position as well. It's a Colossus. I mean, no sort of surprises there. He knows what that is. We do see some Zealots getting caught by some nice force fields. herO dropping those pretty nicely here. Remember, he's fighting with the +1 deficit, and that will hurt him a little bit as the Stalkers blink forwards to the top side. So putting that blink to play as now we see the probes going down, an extra warping of Zealots and another Archon. I think that might just be the biggest issue here. Still 2 Immortals in the back as well, which are just so powerful at this stage of the game. And we're going to be seeing herO continue to push this army away. Archon goes down, the Stalkers are going down, the Immortal will drop. And herO just has way too much. His PvP is just too good today for Cyan. Unfortunately, Cyan has not been able to find a way to make this work. And that is going to be pretty much GG. herO will take the 3-0 and move on through to the next round of this bracket, where he'll be playing against Illusory. And I believe that matchup will take place at some stage tomorrow. Archon gets picked off as Cyan types out GG, and herO does indeed take it. 3 games to 0. Congratulations to herO.